Hey there, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm Gene Ginsberg, and I have RJ here. How's everyone doing today? Awesome. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We're super excited that you're here. We're going to maybe give it another 30 seconds. More people are going to be joining us. We have a bunch of people joining us. So just another 15 seconds or so, and we'll get started. We're going to talk about a Facebook ad case study specifically for the real estate investing space. And it's going to be awesome because this is a really amazing case study. Cool. All right, let's jump in. So, RJ, take it away.
Hey guys, I'm RJ Bates. I'm the owner of Titanium Investments. I'm also Gene's partner at Titanium Digital Marketing. A little bit about myself and my company. We have bought and sold over $90 million worth of real estate since 2015. We currently own over 100 rental properties in multiple markets across the United States. At home, I'm affectionately known as Dada to my beautiful son and daughter, Trinity and Serenity. And also, I'm a sports fanatic. That's a little bit about me. Some places where you might have seen this huge, massive beard that I have. My podcast, The Titanium Vault, which is specifically about entrepreneurship and real estate investing. I've also been on a couple of real estate investing podcasts like Flip Talk with Don Costa, Flip Nerd with Mike Hambright, Joe Fairless and Holly McCann's podcast. And then also a couple of publications have allowed me to say a couple of wise words at Forbes.com and a couple of other places. So those are some places that you might have seen me or know me from. And I think Gene's going to talk a little bit about herself now.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's really helpful to learn about where people might have seen you. So I'm Gene Ginsberg, and I'm a digital marketing expert. I'm also a #1 best-selling author of the book, Win New Customers, How to Attract, Connect, and Convert More Prospects into Customers in 60 Days Using Digital Marketing Strategies. I am also the founder and CEO of Ginbell Digital Marketing and GeneGinsberg.com, and both companies, we help entrepreneurs and small to medium-sized businesses find new customers using digital marketing. Very passionate about digital marketing, if you can't tell. And I've been doing this for a long time, 11 years now. I also have a YouTube channel, and I'm a lifelong learner. I love audiobooks and podcasts and digital courses, and I feel it's really made me a much better entrepreneur. I also love the outdoors, and I love snowboarding and cycling and trail running. So that's a little bit about me. And I've been featured in a few places like Forbes and the HuffPost. I also am a contributing writer to a couple of publications, Thrive Global and Authority Magazine. And I've been on a few podcasts, including the Titanium Vault, which is how RJ and I met. We met through an entrepreneur group, and RJ was kind enough to invite me to be a guest at the Titanium Vault at his amazing podcast. And we started chatting. We're like, hey, digital marketing, such an amazing concept to use in real estate investing. So that's how we partnered up. And I've been in a few other podcasts. And just to kind of give you some really quick results on what I've done in the past, working with clients and working for doing digital marketing for my own business. One of my clients, we did a Google AdWords campaign, and we spent $1,500 and had sales of $13,000. So we had an ROI of 742%. And below that is an example of a Facebook ad that I ran. And we had 420 completed registrations off of the Facebook ad, which came down to about $1.40 per registration. And these are the kinds of results that we definitely want to see when we're doing digital marketing advertising, whether it's for Facebook, for Google AdWords. So let's jump into the first point that we want to get into, which is traditional marketing versus digital marketing.
Yeah, so guys, I'm a real estate investor, and we all know the traditional marketing that we do, either be direct mail, cold calling, bandit signs, driving for dollars. And by no means are we saying as real estate investors we should stop doing those forms of marketing. Today, what we're here to talk about is digital marketing and how you can see a higher ROI in digital marketing. So we're going to specifically use a Facebook ad that my company, Titanium Investments, did. And we're just going to show the difference in the amount that you spend and the kind of return that you can achieve utilizing digital marketing strategies compared to traditional marketing.
Absolutely. And so part of what we're going to be talking about today is going to be social media, because we're going to be talking specifically about a Facebook ad. But I wanted to give you some quick stats before we get into the case study, because I think it's important to put this in perspective. So right now on Facebook, there's over 2 billion users worldwide. And in the United States, there's 240 million users on Facebook. So if you think about the population of the United States, there's about 300 million people. So 5, 6, so a very large chunk of them are using Facebook. And similar stats for Instagram, a little bit smaller, but still a very large amount of people in the United States are on Instagram on a regular basis, whether it's daily or weekly basis. So about half of the population of the United States. So we have to think about, traditional versus digital marketing. Where are people hanging out? Where's their attention? And another statistic that I found just recently is that on average, users spend 20 minutes on social media every day. So if you think about where is the attention that you want to be finding motivated sellers, well, we want to be looking at social media because the attention is no longer on traditional marketing. So just to kind of give you some really quick stats about Facebook and Instagram and social media, let's jump into the Facebook ads case study.
Yeah, guys. So I'm super excited to share this story with you guys. This is real life, something that we did at Titanium Investments. So this is the post that we did on our company page, Titanium Investments. You see there that it was posted on December 16th of 2015. And the great thing about these Facebook ads is that you can use them over and over and over again. And so we're going to dive into how I do that. We took a picture of a house that we wholesaled previously, and I went to canva.com, which is a website that allows you to basically just create pictures for social platforms, or kind of add the little text down there at the bottom where it says need to sell your house fast, cash offer in 24 hours. So canva.com, you can use it for free, or if you get the paid account, it's like $12.99 a month. I still use the free account because I haven't ever needed to use the paid account. So that took me about 10 minutes to create this picture. I then did a very simple call to action on the post. Need to sell your house, call this phone number, or go to this website. So that website goes to our Investor Carrot website. We're very passionate about utilizing Investor Carrot websites. I think they are the best in the business. And then after that, we just have some very simple text below about we buy houses in any condition, fast and with cash. As you see down at the bottom, we received 289 reactions, likes, and hearts, and 22 shares and 10 comments. One of the things that I want to stress on this is when you are running Facebook ads to try to find motivated sellers, you're not chasing likes or comments. What you're wanting to do is to convert them to clicking on your website. And so we're very specific on the demographics that we use when we actually boost this post. So if we move to the next slide, this is just kind of a recap of the ad creation process. We take the content, the picture of a house that we've owned or have sold, and we go to canva.com to create the graphic with a call to action. Then we post it on our Facebook, on our business page, not your personal page, with a second call to action. So need to sell your house, call here, click on this link. We put a link to our motivated seller landing page, and also we include our phone number. I want to be clear though, 95% of the time they're going to go to your website. They're not actually going to call you. Okay. So they're going to go to what I advise, your Investor Carrot website. It should go straight to a landing page where they can immediately enter their information about their property. At that point in time, you're going to boost that post. and you're going to create an ad. The specific demographics that I used on this ad was a specific zip code. So on this one, I chose zip code 76179, which is Fort Worth and Saginaw, Texas. I then choose that they have to be a homeowner. I then choose their age. On this one, I believe it was 25 to 65 plus years of age. The reason why I do that is because I don't want this ad showing up on someone who's 18 years old. I have yet to find an 18-year-old that has much equity in their property. So we want to make sure that they're old enough, that they've owned their property long enough that they have equity. The next thing is length of residence. We're going to make sure that they've owned their property for 5 or plus years, okay? And then the next thing is home value, okay? So this is important that you understand your market and the zip code that you've chosen. So on this one, I chose that the home value needed to be between $100,000 and $299,000 because those were the properties in that zip code that I specifically wanted to go after. I didn't want anything less than $100,000 because at the time that's not what we were going after. And I definitely did not want anything in that zip code above $299,000 because I know days on market in that zip code for anything above $300,000 is very long time. So if we move to the next slide, this is the Investor Carrot web form. So when they clicked on the link in the Facebook post, this is the web form that it took it to. And you see here, I just kind of entered in some of my own personal information. But anybody that's used to a Investor Carrot website understands that they have these. This is already templated for you. You don't have to come up with this information. So on this particular one, we had a motivated seller click on our website. She went to this web form and she filled it out. So if we go to the next slide, this is the email that I received from Investor Carrot. It's kind of split in two there. Actually, it'll be split in three because you'll see the bottom half on the next slide. But this was, you see, on Monday, February 1st, 2016 at 8:07 a.m., this lead came to my email address. And it was funny because when it came, I was actually in my car driving past the exit that this house was off of. And we have a rule at Titanium Investments. Anytime that we get a lead, we feel like it is absolutely mandatory that you call that lead back within 5 minutes of them filling out your web form or calling you, because otherwise they're just going to go find another website to fill out and they're going to keep filling them out until somebody calls them and solves their problem. So as soon as this came out, I called her immediately and I said, "Hi, ma'am, I see that, 741 Silverbrook Drive. It was built in 2001. The current condition of the property is good. It seems like the only repairs that you need is a fence." If we move to the next slide, Gene, it'll show us a little bit more information. The thing that stood out to me the most on this was, what's your ultimate goal with your house? We're moving out February 13th, need to sell. So best time to call anytime. So as soon as I called her, I said, "I see that you're moving out on February 13th. I'm actually right down the road. Can I come by and see your property?" She said, "Absolutely. Come by anytime." I said, "I'll be there within 5 minutes." So I turned around, exited, immediately went to the house, and within 10 minutes of receiving the lead, I'm at her doorstep knocking on the door. At this point in time, I call this the moment of truth, when you're in front of the seller and you need to fully understand what that seller is needing from you. So I asked the seller, what was the reason why they were moving out February 13th? This is February 1st. You're moving out in 12 days and you haven't sold your house. So what's your plan? And she said, "Look, we've fallen on financial hard times. We can't make our mortgage payment anymore. So we're going to move back into an apartment. That's when our lives were better. And we're just going to stop making payments on our house." And I just flat out asked her, "What can I do to solve your problem?" And she said, "Make my mortgage go away. My mortgage payment needs to go away." So I said, "Okay, if I were to do what's called a subject to the existing mortgage, where I take over your mortgage payments, would you be okay with that?" And she said, "Absolutely." I said, "Okay, well, give me a couple minutes. Let me walk the house." Walk the house. It's in great condition. The only thing that was wrong with the house was there was a hole in the drywall in the laundry room, and the back fence was just gone. There was no back fence. It wasn't on the ground. It just was not in existence anymore. And so we discussed a couple of details. You know, I wanted to find out what she owed on her mortgage. Was she behind on any payments? She was not behind on any payments. She just didn't want to she could not make any more payments, so she didn't want to fall behind. So we made a subject to offer, and later that evening, once her husband got home, we signed a contract to take over the property. So subject to means that she's going to sign the deed over to me, give us power of attorney over the property. And at that point in time, we are liable for making the mortgage payments every month, but we now own the property, but the mortgage stays in her name. We actually gave her a little bit more time to stay in the property than February 13th. Just as a caveat, she was elderly, not in good health. So we gave them some more time to move out. So if we move on to the next slide, you'll actually see there's a picture of the house. Great property right on the border of North Fort Worth and Saginaw, Texas. After the owners moved out, the only thing that we did was we mowed the grass and had our realtor come over and take pictures with our iPhone. This was the first property that we ever attempted to wholesale. And I was very nervous about this because I felt I had never done that before. I felt like, you know, maybe we could do some exterior paint, repair the fence, the drywall, maybe even new carpet in some of the rooms. But I felt like we didn't have much to lose. So we listed it for $7,500 below full market value. We wanted to give a little bit of a concession for the damages that we saw on the property. And we received a full price offer within 3 days of listing on the market with the worst pictures ever taken by a realtor and not doing anything to the house. We didn't even turn on the electricity. So we barely did anything to this property and received a full price offer within 3 days. So if you move on, you'll actually see a picture of the contract that we received for $162,500. Move on to the next slide. Here is our actual settlement statement on this property. So 741 Silverbrook Drive, we sold it for $162,500. And if you see all the way down at the bottom, $37,732.52 is what we took home. So the buyers did request some repairs. They requested about $700 in repairs. They wanted the drywall fixed in the laundry room, and they wanted the HVAC system serviced. So we received this lead on February 1st. We stopped the foreclosure, saved the original seller's credit, and then on April 29th is when we closed on the property for full price with only $700 in repairs, and we mowed the yard twice. A net profit of $37,000. Our initial marketing cost, that Facebook ad we ran for $100. So if you take your ROI on the marketing for this property, that's 37,000% ROI. This is quite possibly one of the most favorite deals that I've ever done. We've done hundreds, but I don't think I'll ever forget this one. It just shows the power that can come from utilizing social media and digital marketing correctly. And so I was very excited to share this with you guys. I hope y'all learned something. And yeah, moving on, you know, we want to talk about how Titanium Digital Marketing can help you guys achieve the same results.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that story. That is amazing. 37,000% ROI on just one property and one Facebook ad. So we think that this story is amazing, but this is very doable to do for you. So this is not just something that happened once, but we've done this before, and we are doing it all the time now with RJ and finding properties and using Facebook advertising. So we'd like for you to join us, because of course you can do this alone, and you can go out there and figure out how to do Facebook advertising or Google AdWords. And absolutely, you can certainly do that. You know, it's not like you can find all this information online, but what we're trying to offer you is a distilled version of what we think is going to be the best impact on your business. So of course, you can go the complicated and confusing way, but we want you to join us and go the simple and strategic way. And what we're offering is a digital marketing program for real estate investors. And it's a coaching program, and it's designed, again, specifically for real estate investors. And we're going to go through digital marketing and how it can be used for your business and how it can be used to find motivated sellers. So we're going to build your digital marketing program together in this coaching program. And what we're going to do is, all the information that we have, the knowledge, RJ and I, we're going to transplant our winning campaigns, like the one that we just showed to you, and our proven strategies into your business. And we've already started this program. It's a weekly coaching program. When we already have had a couple of sessions, and these sessions have been amazing. And we've had a lot of great questions about how to do Facebook advertising. But one of the first sessions was how to create your first Facebook ad. So we went specifically on how to find how to set up your business manager and how to set up your Facebook ad, and basically just went through the entire process. We also had a session just yesterday on how to set up your Facebook pixel on your Investor Carrot site. So Facebook pixels are necessary for you to track your return on investment for Facebook. So we went specifically, and I showed a step-by-step process on how to set it up on your Investor Carrot site. But this is just a couple of the examples that I wanted to share with you, because there's so much more in this coaching program. So we're going to go in a step-by-step process, and I'm going to give you instructions on how to set up Facebook ads and Google AdWords and email marketing campaigns and retargeting campaigns. And we're going to talk about project management tools and image creation. But really, all of these things are going to be there to infuse your business. You can be using digital marketing and social media to grow your business and find motivated sellers. So it's really what I call an watch over my shoulder coaching program, because I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to go step by step into how to do all of this. And the way it's set up is we're going to have weekly 1-hour webinars and Q&A. So we're going to alternate. So this week we had a content session, which like I said, it was about Facebook pixels and how to set up your Facebook pixel within Investor Carrot. And then next week we're going to have a Q&A about it. So you're going to have a week to go into your business, implement it, and then next week we're going to do a little recap and then a question and answer about Facebook pixels. If you got stuck, if you had questions, we have to troubleshoot, that's what those Q&As are designed for. And it's just 1 hour a week. So 1 week we do content, 1 week we do Q&A just for 1 hour. And you would have access to all of the recordings. So if you can't make it live on the sessions, they're on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. All of them are going to be recorded. You're going to have your own login into your own account, and that login and that content is going to be available at any device. So if you can't make it live, you can watch it at any time, watch the video, and the videos are going to be about 45 minutes to an hour each session. And we also have a private Facebook group, so you can get in touch with anybody as a peer and talk to them and figure out ways on how best to use these digital marketing strategies. But also I'm going to be in the group, of course, answering questions as well. And here's just some examples of some screenshots of how to create a boosted post or how to create a Facebook ad, and some guidelines on Facebook marketing processes. So this is just a quick example of what this looks like. So you're probably asking, what is this going to cost me? Well, a regular price for this is $297 per month. Again, it's a group coaching program 4 times a month. We're going to be meeting. But we want to share this with you because we just recently started this program, and we want to invite the people who are passionate about it, like what we call our founding members. So we're offering this today just on a webinar for $97 a month. So if you think about it, it's less than $25 per week for you to learn how to create a Facebook ad and get 37,000% ROI, just like we did today on the case study. So our next session is going to be Tuesday, May 29th, so next Tuesday, and we hope that you can join us. And if you're interested, and we hope that you are, and we hope that you can join us, if you go to rei.marketing, you'll find all the information that you need. There's no .com, so it's just rei.marketing. And the page is going to look something like this. So just click on that red subscribe button, and it's just $97 a month. And of course, you can cancel at any time. But we hope that you join us, because this is such a powerful way to find motivated sellers and to grow your business.
Yeah, guys, and real quick, I want to jump in and kind of emphasize what Gene's talking about, this being a coaching program. Probably the number one question that we've been asked so far is, how long do I have to join the program before I can cancel and move on with my life? And, yesterday while Gene and I were kind of prepping for this webinar, we kind of used the example of a sports coach or a football coach. And we kind of want to use that same example. I said I was a huge sports fanatic. I'm a huge New England Patriots fan. And when the Patriots hired Bill Belichick to be their coach, they didn't bring him on for 3 weeks and then stop paying him and then go out and try to perform. They have him constantly, and he's always evolving and changing and doing whatever's best for the team. And we want to do the same thing for you guys as your digital marketing coach, specifically for your real estate investing business. And we are very passionate about that. We want to build this together with you. That's why our second session was specifically about Facebook Pixels, because that was the question that somebody had. And we finally have someone who left a comment, and he said Patriots boo. So Dusty Smith is not allowed to join our program. So Dusty, I apologize that you're not allowed in. No, I'm just playing. But guys, we are very passionate about this. We have many, many more examples and case studies to show you guys that we have used at Titanium Investments. And kind of the last thing that I want to leave this with before kind of Gene takes over and answers any other questions is, I meet with the real estate investors across the country all the time. And one of the favorite topics to talk about is, so what are you doing for marketing and how much are you spending on marketing? And yeah, we all do direct mail and stuff like that. But, one of the things that we've been passionate about at Titanium is specifically utilizing digital marketing to have a lower marketing expense. And there has been many a times where I have sat down with real estate investors and I have kind of asked them what they spend on a monthly basis, and they spend more on marketing on a monthly basis than we spend annually, but yet we've done more deals and made more and had more revenue than them as a company. And that's the power of digital marketing. That's why we created this company. And that's why I've chosen to partner with Jean, because she's an expert in this field and she's teaching me things every day. And we want to bring that to your business and really show y'all the power of utilizing Facebook ads and Google ads and retargeting and email marketing and all of the different things that we're going to dive into. So that's the end of my rant. Jean, take over.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, RJ. And so, yeah, we're open for questions. If you guys have any questions about the program, if you want us to answer anything specific about it, please let us know. I went one slide up. So yeah, please let us know. Let's see. So question came in about who is this program for? So everything that we did here today was specifically for real estate investors. And this program is going to be designed just for real estate investors. So this is not going to be a generic, how to create Facebook ads for entrepreneurs. We're going to get into the specifics of how to find motivated sellers using digital marketing, and how to use digital marketing specifically for the real estate investing space. So you're in the right place. If you want to join us, this is going to be for this industry. So
I see a question there from Chris Hamilton. How much did you pay for the post boost? $100 total. Actually, funny story, we spent $100, but when we got the lead, I think we had boosted the post for like $20 a day for 5 days. We got the lead the morning after I had posted it. So at the time when we got the lead, we probably only spent like $10 or $11, but we let it run its course. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we got 2 leads off of that post. I'd have to go back and verify that, but that was boosted totally for $100.
And then the other question came in is, I'm not technologically savvy. Can I still join? Yeah, absolutely. So you don't need to be tech savvy in order to join this program. There's not really any technology at this point that's really required for digital marketing. And I'm going to walk you through the entire process. I think the most tech savvy piece is going to be the pixels, which are like Facebook pixels. And it's just actually just copying and pasting a piece of content or a piece of code onto your site. So that's probably going to be the most tech savvy piece of it. Otherwise, it's not tech savvy at all. And like I said, we'll walk you through of how to do all the step-by-step processes that you don't have to, figure it out all on your own. So, so that was a good question. And then, yeah, and then another question came in, what is the format of the program? So like I said, it's going to be a weekly program. 1 week is going to be the content for an hour. We're going to walk through the process of how to set up Facebook ads, how to set up Google AdWords campaigns specifically, step by step, do a screen share of where to click and where to go. And then the following week, we're going to answer questions. So.
Okay, so real quick, we just got another question. This will not be linked directly to your personal Facebook account. All of your Facebook ads will be on your business page only. So we will also show you how to set up a business page if you don't already have one. So this was not, RJ Bates was nowhere on this ad. This was Titanium Investments, which is my company. And it was specifically run through that business page. The next question is, well, I need to create a new LLC, a new website / landing page. Creating a new LLC, no, not necessarily. I mean, if you already have an LLC that you're using, that's fine, but that's kind of like asset protection. I mean, you can buy houses under your personal name if you want to. I don't recommend it, but I'm not an attorney, so I'm not supposed to tell you that. New website / landing page. You don't have to create a new one if you already have one for your business. I suggest using Investor Carrot. You can have 3 websites for $99 a month. They're already templated. They're great to use. And
I think we might have lost RJ there. So yeah, absolutely. You don't need to set anything up new per se. If you already have a business website, then you can use that to do digital marketing. Whether you want to set up a Facebook ad or a Google AdWords campaign, whatever it might be, you can send traffic from the ad to your website or a landing page. And as RJ said, Investor Carrot is the best way, especially for the real estate investing industry. But if you don't have an Investor Carrot site, that's totally fine. You can still use WordPress or whatever other site that you have available, and we will create campaigns specifically for that. But it doesn't really matter because everything on the back end doesn't really matter what you're doing. If it's a WordPress site or Investor Carrot site, it's as long as you have a landing page that's already set up. So that is a long-winded answer of if you need a new website or landing page. So that is all of the questions. We wanted to keep it short because I know that you guys are all busy. So thank you very much for joining us today. If you have any additional questions, please let us know. You can email us at support@titaniumprops.com. But please, we would love for you to join us. We think this program is amazing, and we have had really good results with digital marketing, as you can see from this Facebook ads case study. So thanks, everybody, and have a great rest of the day.